Hey, what's up everyone? GamerGuy7Ace is here. Alright, I want to talk about that death battle that just happened yesterday. Was the Sonic vs. Mario Death Battle Rematch from Screw Attack for their 100th episode. I'm sure a lot of you Sonic fans have watched that and Mario fans have watched that lately. It's funny, some people weren't even aware there was a rematch for the Sonic and Mario. And it's like, yikes. Death Battle has been going down a little bit, but I mean, I've been watching it a bit, but I'm really behind. I haven't seen a lot of their recent episodes. Like, I still haven't seen Crash versus Spyro and all that. But I definitely had to see this one because I wanted to see, I wanted to see how much they progressed and their research and everything. But I knew something was telling me that, they're going to make Mario win. What's the point of doing a rematch of Sonic and Mario if Sonic is going to win again? Like this isn't Goku versus Superman, It's Sonic and Mario. There's not much to it. So I was actually surprised seeing there wasn't a lot of Sonic fanboys that were raging. This was nothing compared to the Goku and Superman shitstorm. Like, people were raging. That dislike bar was so high. I mean, I don't even know if the dislike bar is more than a like bar, but in both fights, in the original and the rematch of Goku versus Superman, the dislike and the hate was so huge. There's just so many butthurt DB fanboys that are convinced that Goku should always be stronger than Superman. But I actually didn't see this time. There are even Sonic fans saying, nice animation, I loved it. I don't care that, Sonic lost. I think it's incorrect, but hey, at least Mario gets a win. But I do want to talk about this video because while I did enjoy it, I enjoyed the whole presentation. I liked the animation. They took it a step further, not only with the fight, they didn't use sprites, which was good, but also Boomstick and Wiz. Crap, okay, yeah, those are their names, Boomstick and Wiz. I liked how they showed the animations of them talking. That was pretty good. So I actually enjoyed the episode animation style, but the action of the fight itself was quite lacking. I mean, I was expecting them to go all out with all the power-ups of both Sonic and Mario, but they didn't. I mean, Sonic, they only used one wisp, the Burst Wisp. So it was quite lame, and the action was way better in the first one. I prefer their first match with Sonic versus Mario. So this is definitely a response to that video, and I believe that the rematch was just to appease the Mario fans. I mean, think about it. Was there any need to do a rematch? I mean, nobody demanded a rematch of Mario and Sonic like Goku and Superman. I mean, it's not like they're getting stronger and stronger like the Dragon Ball characters. I will get to that later in the video because Sonic definitely does do that. But Mario, I mean, come on now. So they definitely did this to appease Mario fans, and they didn't want it to do a DBX because DBX is like no research. It's just fan animation. You can make whoever win. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to go all out for their 100th Death Battle episode. And between Mario and Sonic fans, Mario fans were the ones complaining the most for years. The original video of Sonic vs. Mario came out in the summer of 2011, just a few months before I started my channel. I created it in November of 2011. I remember that was the first Death Battle I seen from Screw Attack, and I really loved it because they were very faithful to the lore and everything. But I know for years Mario fanboys always complain that Mario can beat Sonic. Now, I never took these people seriously. I was always like, hey look, just because Mario, his games are higher quality and his games have done better than Sonic, doesn't mean Mario has to be better than Sonic in everything. I mean, come on. Sonic is stronger than Mario, right? But Mario fans have been complaining a lot for years, so they should finally be happy now that they got what they wanted and Mario beat Sonic. But, it's just, the fight itself was lacking a lot in power-ups and everything. And Mario didn't even use an ice flower. It's like all the attributes, all the abilities they listed for both characters, they barely used anything. I know a lot of you might be saying, oh, it's just an animation, it doesn't reflect the outcome, the statistic. True, but like, this was a 2D animation. They had a chance to go all out. They went all out in the previous fight, but not this one. So that's kind of weird. And that also got me thinking, if Mario won this rematch, then how come Goku didn't win the rematch with Superman? Like, what the hell? I mean, I'm not saying Goku should have, especially since, he just obtained Super Saiyan Blue, because that rematch was like around, it came out around the whole, okay, yeah, the rematch came out in 2015, the original fight was 2012, because Resurrection F, the movie, came out 2015, and that's when Super Saiyan Blue was announced. So the rematch was like in August, right? Around the summer of 2015, that was when Goku just obtained Super Saiyan Blue. And at the time, this was pre-Kaioken. So he didn't even know how to do Kaioken yet with the Super Saiyan Blue. And with Super Saiyan Blue, he could barely overpower Golden Frieza in the movie and even the anime until Golden Frieza's power extinguished, and then Goku was able to exploit that. So he was very new with his God power, and they already pitted him against Superman. Of course, Superman was going to win the second time. But now that Dragon Ball Super, the show, is over, Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct. It's true Goku cannot tap into it at will, but he mastered Ultra Instinct, which puts him above a god of destruction. So Goku should definitely be able to beat Superman. If not, give Superman a huge run for his money. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do a rematch. They're not going to do another match or a third match or a second rematch. And if they did, I bet you Screw Attack would still make Superman win. It's almost like they have a vendetta against Goku or Dragon Ball, So, I know there's a lot of rumors saying that Screw Attack doesn't care about Dragon Ball, but Vegeta won against Shadow, Android 18 won against Captain Marvel, and Hercule won, or Mr. Satan, etc. But I just want to use that as an example. So you already knew right off from the bat that this was not a rematch from popular demand. This is something they chose to do. Like, for instance, Starman. They put Starman on equal footing with Hypersonic, and that's true. Starman Mario is practically invincible. But from the moment I saw the animation, I'm like, wait, why is he lasting that long? Starman is known to last for approximately 10 seconds. Supersonic and Hypersonic last at least 50 seconds. You have to have 50 rings in order to transform into Supersonic or Hypersonic. So automatically, you will last for at least 50 seconds versus Starman's 10 seconds. Starman shouldn't even be able to keep up with Supersonic or Hypersonic. And they depicted Starman way more accurately in the first match. So that's another reason why I feel like Mario won. It's just, a lot of ass pulls in this one. Death Battle, they chose to do this match. It wasn't popular demand, like I said before. And I think they just wanted to give Mario a fair shot. They've done it before. They've done it before with Batman. Remember when Batman fought Spider-Man? Spider-Man won. And a lot of angry Batman fanboys were raging hard about it. So they did another fight with Batman Captain America. And I knew Batman was going to win. Because I'm like, why would they make Batman lose twice? Batman is no pushover. He's no punk. So of course he's going to win against Captain America. I supported that because Batman just is more experienced than Captain America. Even though Captain America is stronger. So I'm going to play devil's advocate though. I'm going to play devil's advocate as to why Mario won. Just to support the whole rematch. To be honest, Mario has gotten a lot stronger with power-ups. Now, I do say a lot before how Sonic gets stronger in his games, and we witnessed that a lot with Sonic Generations, comparing modern Sonic to classic Sonic, how modern Sonic was able to defeat Perfect Chaos without, going super. It's evident that Sonic always copies Dragon Ball. How the characters get stronger, so do the Sonic characters, like Tails. Tails needed 14, he needed both 7 Chaos Emeralds and the Super Emeralds to go Super Tails. But now he only needs 7 Chaos Emeralds to go into Super Tails. If I were to play devil's advocate, Mario has gotten a lot stronger with power-ups since 2011. With games like 3D World, Odyssey, etc. 3D World with the cat power-up, the double cherries as they showed in the animation, and also with Cappy. I'm surprised they didn't even use Cappy, because Cappy is OP. I always made jokes saying Mario could just throw Cappy at Superman or any OP character, and that's a wrap for Sonic. They didn't exploit that. At least if they did that, I would have been like, okay, that was a good match. Mario did take that W by exploiting his Cappy. Mario's power-ups are what make him very, very formidable, and his power-ups just keep on getting more OP, and to be honest, ever since Sonic Generations, Sonic has pretty much regressed. He's kind of regressed ever since then. Lost World really watered down his powers and abilities. He couldn't boost anymore. He couldn't do homing attack on a lot of enemies. He had to kick them first just to disable them in order to do a homing attack. So his homing attack was very weak. Even spiders could just do a spin and defeat him even though he was in his ball form when doing a homing attack. Even Sonic Forces was lacking a bit. They removed a lot of Sonic's abilities and forces. So he's been pretty much the same, ever since after Generations. whereas Mario's been getting more and more cooler power-ups. So you could use that against Sonic, and I will be like, yeah, that's true, because Sega has just been really watering down Sonic lately. I don't know why. But here's the thing, Screw Attack isn't. They weren't using that logic at all. They never even mentioned that because they didn't specifically state it. You know, this isn't like Goku versus Superman, as I said before. Here's another thing about Screw Attack that I've definitely been getting annoyed with them lately, which is kind of why I fell off with Death Battle. And it started with that Princess Zelda versus Princess Peach. I was like, Zelda should win. Zelda is a very gifted fighter. It takes like very powerful antagonists and foes like Ganondorf. It takes very powerful foes like Ganondorf to abduct and defeat Zelda. But they made Peach win. I'm like, are you serious? Peach is stronger than Zelda? And then they use like real world scenarios to calculate how she kicks soccer balls in the Mario sports games, which are spin-offs. The force of her kick is enough PSIs to equal a megaton nuke or shit like that. It's like, are you serious? Like, that's when they lose me. When you compare real world scenarios with video games based on fiction and are very cartoony like Mario, it's really like there's a huge disconnect there. Peach and Mario, they can both kick with the force of an atomic bomb. I mean, are you serious? I mean, in that case, if Mario's kick equals megaton nukes like an atomic bomb, when he kicked Sonic in the Death Battle animation, that should have blown up the entire island and spread miles and miles of radius. I mean, let's just be real here, you know? And you can't use real world scenarios to quantify video game characters like Mario and Sonic. I mean, now if this is superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman, or Captain America, Iron Man, you can do that because they are pitted in reality. They're grounded in realism. So no matter how fantastical they are in real world settings. Mario isn't in a real world setting. He lives in the Mushroom Kingdom. Sonic isn't in a real world setting. Even though he lives with humans, it's still not in a real world setting. The only thing you can compare Sonic with is his speed. And I will get to that later in this video, but his speed is the only thing you can quantify. And that's the one part I really loved from the Death Battle, and even compared to my own Sonic theories. That's the only thing, because Sega is always very specific about Sonic's speed. Everything else is just, you know, you can't be compared to real world. So when they did that with Mario, I was like, now of course Mario's going to beat Sonic, because Mario is more slapstick. Mario is more cartoonish, you know, picking up castles and kicking it with his foot. You don't see Sonic doing that, because the Sonic games, even though they're more edgy, they're a little more grounded than Mario. I'm not saying Sonic is more realistic, hell no, but his the game series and everything is a little more grounded than Mario. You never see Sonic or even Knuckles just lifting a castle and kicking it. That's cartoonish humor. Or what's it called? It's called cartoon humor. I forgot what it's called. It's like Looney Tunes. In that case, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are OP as shit, you know? So that's how I just fell off with Death Battle, because it got really ridiculous at that point. That's how I knew they were ass pulling a lot, because in that case, Sonic hasn't done a lot of those crazy, wacky things as Mario done. So it's like, whatever, you know? And it's like Mario can react to speed and everything, so it's almost like they were confirming Matt Pat's theory that Mario's faster than Sonic. You just can't beat Sonic, period. And here's another thing. I like how they said in the video that they were not going to use non-canon stuff like the TV shows and the comics, yet they used the TV shows and the comics for Mario's feats, but Sonic, they didn't use the comics at all. They completely excluded the comics because they knew if you counted that in, Sonic would be OP as hell, because Archie Sonic is not to be messed with. Archie Sonic is comparable to Goku, and they completely left that out. But they used things from like Sonic Boom and Sonic X, and it's like, are you serious? Sonic Boom, which isn't canon at all to the main series, and the comics are based a lot on the series and the games. Especially now with the IDW comics. So it's like, I knew that they were going to let Mario win from the get-go. They really nerfed Sonic like Smash. They really just nerfed him and completely buffed up Mario with all these feats, comparing them with real-world scenarios. But anyway, enough of that. There is one thing I really agreed with them, and it was about Sonic's speed. Now, a lot of people want to say, oh, Sonic is so fast, he's faster than lightning, even in base form. And if you guys remember my Sonic theory, the third one I did 3 years ago on Sonic speed versus strength, everything I said in that video, Screw Attack, they basically said the same thing in their death battle, which makes me think that they watch my theory, because I love that theory. I really did a lot of research for that. I looked at map pass theories, noggins, or Lockston noggin Sonic theories. So I really love that, and it's like, you know, Sonic, he's faster than sound, obviously, and the speed of sound, I forgot, is around 760 something miles per hour. So he's way faster than sound, but he's not faster than the speed of light in base form. Because if you look at all the manuals, they always say Sonic is faster than the speed of sound. They barely say the speed of light. And if they do, it's an inconsistency. Talking about the games. So he can outrun a black hole for a while, and a black hole is 30% the speed of light. Like I said in my theory, it's less than or equal to the speed of light, is about half the speed of light or less. Sonic can still outrun a black hole, but not for long, only for a while, like in Sonic Colors. And Super Sonic is near the speed of light. And I said in my theory, Super Sonic, we can't really prove that he's faster than the speed of light, and the literal meaning of Super Sonic is faster than the speed of sound. But I said, but if there's a form of Sonic that is guaranteed faster than the speed of light, it's Hypersonic. I don't care whether some of you think Hypersonic is canon or non-canon, but Hypersonic is definitely faster than the speed of light, just by looking at his after images, and, you know, not only that, but his light attack, where he destroys all the enemies at once with the speed of light. And they said the same thing in Screw Attack. So I was like, that's great, man, that's great. That'll let you know that my theory, that is a very accurate Sonic theory, and I'm very proud of that theory. But anyway, that's enough patting myself on the back. What did you guys think about that death battle? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was bullshit? Did you still enjoy it? I still enjoyed it, even though I thought it was massively flawed, but whatever. And, I mean, Sonic fans, a lot of them, like this one guy said, just look at this rematch as an alternate ending. Kind of like Bat in the Sun, if you guys know what that show is. They always pit superheroes against each other, and it's usually live action. Actually, Screw Attack was really influenced by that when they did Daredevil versus Nightwing. Bat in the Sun, they always like to use live action death battles, but it's based on popular voting, on popular opinion. So they'll have people vote, and the majority winner is the one who wins. But to appease the people who are in the minority, they do an alternate ending where that losing opponent wins. So that's how I see this death battle. I just see it as an alternate ending. I don't take it seriously. Alright guys, remember to smash the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that bell button as well too. And I also forgot to mention, make sure to check out that Super Swag Bro Z final trailer that I posted a couple days ago. It's really awesome. Thanks for all the support in that. Thanks for being patient. Very proud of it. Can't wait until it comes out. It will definitely come out before Super Smash Bros. Ultimate releases in December 7th. So stay tuned for that. And alright guys, take care. But until next time, swag out.